Let's get ready to rumble! Hi, I'm Ben from 498 Nerf, and this is the Hailstorm Mk.4. Now, the Hailstorm modifications that I've done are they're Rapidstrike based modifications that run on 4 flywheels. And you do the 4 flywheels because you can increase velocity by going through a second set of flywheels. Now, the Mk.4 has a couple of improvements over the previous Mk.3 generation. The first one is the barrel system in through here. And the Mk.3 kind of had an open system. I tweaked it after it was done, but it kind of had an open system on it. And the Mk.4 now has a brass barrel. I don't know if you can see down in the thing. It's got a brass lip here, comes through, and it comes to the barrel on this side. So the brass barrel gives you more accuracy, but the flip side of the brass barrel is you do lose some velocity on that. And I've done a couple of videos on brass barrels and where I think they come into play. The second modification, the second change over the Mk.3 is the first stage flywheel motors. And I'm using the Kysan 17114. It's the same motor that I'm using in the pusher box now in the first stage. It's a hotter motor, and it gives you a little bit better drop off when it's running, but it also is a hotter motor, and I'll get to that in a thing. The paint job for the Mk.4, I ended up with a white base coat, and then I dusted it over top with a metallic gold before I put my clear coats on top of it, and it kind of gives it that creamy, that white gold kind of look to it. Now, you'll notice with this video that I don't have chronograph readings, and the reason for that is one of the challenges and one of the issues I'm still working through on this build is it's just not shooting elite darts very well. When I shoot the FVJs that we normally use in our Nerf wars, they shoot fine. They shoot on par with what the other 4 flywheel blasters that I've built. But this blaster, for some reason, is just not shooting elites well. And I'm only getting high 120s to around 130 FPS with that, which is not much better than you get out of a standard a good stage flywheel setup. But the FVJs are fine, and they're a thicker dart, so that doesn't make much sense to me. And there's something with the barrel system and something the way I put it together that just doesn't like elites. So I haven't been able to capture good FPS readings off of this blaster with standard elite darts because it's not shooting them quite right. Now, the second issue that I'm still trying to work through with this blaster, and this was probably more of a design flaw, is now with the hotter motors in it, and I'm still running 1450 or 14500 cell IMRs on it, is at full auto I'm getting a pretty significant drop off in velocity. Some of the earlier builds it was doing okay, I'd lose a couple FPS. I'm losing about 10 FPS on this one. So what that's telling me is this blaster needs more than IMR. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board, and I'm going to have to look at using some IMR designs and look at doing the shell completely differently, because I've kind of gone around the Strife battery cage and used that battery cage for holding the IMRs and kind of making that a part of this whole Hailstorm design. So it's going to require to go back, and I'm going to have to rethink how I'm going to do that, and ultimately I'm going to have to end up with these blasters running off of some sort of a 4S Lipo. So anyways, that's the overview, the Hailstorm Mk.4. Thanks for watching.